So who should consider hormone replacement? I would think anyone, obviously, who has symptoms or thinks they may have symptoms. Men and women, 40. It's nice to start when you're perimenopausal, before you have all the severe symptoms and have no hormones. You can avoid all of that hot flashes, night sweats, irritability, just out of your mind, if you get your hormones checked a little earlier and deal with them as the time comes, because there will be changes. Sleep is a big one. I'd say if I had two symptoms that I absolutely had to talk about, it would be poor sleep and fatigue. Those are the two things that I hear most about. Now, that doesn't mean nothing else is going on, but those are two of the things. Just think, if you're tired you don't sleep, so you're tired all the time, so everything is worse. When you don't sleep, the smallest thing becomes more difficult to do. And so those are the two things, the two major complaints that I hear about a lot. So if we're saying, okay, in the short term, now what in the long term is going to help? Certainly a long, continuing improvement in quality of life. There are studies now that are in the works, and I think what we're going to see is that we're going to see a decreased heart disease, as well as probably increase in cognitive function, or maintaining cognitive functioning. There is someone, A.J. Pike, him and his research group have done a lot of studies with androgens and estrogen and Alzheimer's and cognitive decline. Really interesting. I think we're going to hear more about that. Certainly we know it increases bone density. Remember, if you are 80 years old and you break your hip, 50% of people die within a year. If it's before that, 25%. You know, if we don't have our memory and we don't have our mobility, what I'm all about is quality of life. I think that medical advances have been made where we can keep a lot of people alive for a long time. And so what I'm about, and what I think is most important, and the sooner that you do it, not the later, the sooner you can actually achieve good quality of life and then maintain it.